Thank you for listening and welcome to the Life Radio Show, a once proud member of the now defunct Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network. I'm your host, Don Smith. Our vampire and recently trained witch, Adrian Miller, is in as guest co-host. Our guests are filmmakers David James and Patrick Taft. We discuss band names and lots of them. If you enjoy the show, like and follow the Life 1069 on Facebook and Don Smith Comedy on Twitter, or tune in live on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can stream the show live at WWSU1069.org.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence.
The roundabout. Hey, welcome back to Life Radio Show. I'm your host, Don Smith. 10610. Doesn't matter, I'm still their host. 10610. I'm your host, Don Smith, the Life Radio Show. My guest co-host for the week, Adrian Miller.
Hello.
Hanging out there, the witch, the vampire witch, as we discovered.
That is correct.
Yes.
I have multiple identities. I contain multitudes.
Yes, you contain multitudes.
That's correct.
Great way
That's what
to
I call the many spirits that possess me.
Like many or several?
Many, yeah. There are some mini ones, and there are many
okay.
of mini ones.
Okay.
Many spirits.
It's nice they let you name them.
Right.
Levels.
Apparently, she named them all many. It would get confusing when you're trying to call up the spirits.
Yeah, but it's like being a mom. You know what I mean? When you have too
You
many
can
kids,
tell them apart,
and
yeah.
you just yell, Minnie,
Yeah.
Minnie, I need you to cast a curse on somebody, Minnie, and then one of them
But
responds.
Ma,
I got
Exactly. I'm like,
you can never get your
go
spirits
curse
to-
my ex-boyfriend. Thanks. Drop a bomb on him. Untraceable.
Only
Not like that
Pennsylvania.
drone.
or Maine. Anyway, my next guests are in already. Patrick Taft and David James.
Nailed it.
Yes.
I
Sir.
almost forgot it again. It's been a rough week, guys.
Glad to be
only
here. Thanks
Tuesday.
for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks so much, man.
Yeah, it's good to see you again. We got to work together, Patrick, on From Gettysburg to Baghdad.
Has it been 2 years?
It's been
About
been a
that
couple
time.
years.
It's a short film, time travel. James Buster Douglas,
Yep.
only man to ever knock out Mike Tyson.
Yep. And you should have done it.
Super
twice,
nice
yeah.
guy, though.
Oh, yeah,
So
absolutely,
nice.
yeah.
6'4", knows he's intimidating. He walks in the room. He's
Yeah,
like, that's
yeah.
fine. I'm not gonna. It's fine.
Yep. I'm
Not
here
here to hurt you.
Just don't call cut.
That was great, though. I had a blast.
I didn't get to work with him on set.
Right. He was only there for the day.
He was in the modern day.
He showed up. He had his posse. He had a little posse with him.
Yeah.
Got out of the car. I was like, oh, okay. Dude.
Yeah, I met him at the premiere.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super nice. Good guy.
He actually inherited Tyson's posse when he knocked him out.
Did he? Yeah,
That
he
was-
gets it.
Yeah,
From the-
that's what
that's
the
part of the
spoils of
victory.
war. Yeah,
I would say it's old medieval night tournament rules. You get his clothes, you get his
Right.
stuff, you
Get
get
his
posse,
chains.
Yeah.
you get his horse.
You get his video
whatever he
game.
has.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah,
give me your
Mike Tyson.
Xbox. I need all
For
of
the Buster
it.
Douglas video game. Yeah.
has one?
Did you know he had a Sega video game, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they, at the last second, they were getting ready to put Tyson's face on it. And then he beat him out. He beat him, switched it all, and then
Nice.
put out the James Buster Douglas knockout boxing.
Nice.
Awesome. Dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
was I aware of that? I probably was. I don't know.
It was 1990.
Yeah.
It was a minute ago.
Yeah, I was still around then. I was getting old even then. No beard back in that day.
What?
Well, I
Me
had a
neither.
goatee actually. That's not true.
Oh, you had a baby beard.
I had a baby beard.
You had a
starter
baby beard.
You gotta have a
The
starter
goatee
beard.
just
You can't
kind of
You can't
expanded.
start with this.
Mm.
You have to have a starter beard. Once you
Yes.
learn how to take care of that, you can grow up and get an adult beard.
Yeah. I got to get rid of these patches. They're killing
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I don't have beard genetics either.
Yeah, I just don't have them.
Shameful.
Yeah,
We'll see.
It takes a while. It takes a while. A lot of good beard oil and just manicure it.
Well, we were theorizing maybe his comes in like super straight, like
Yes. I
like
curl
it's
it
been
every
flat iron.
morning.
He has to every morning go in with a really small curling iron.
Yeah.
And get it to its luxurious fullness.
It is impressive. It
But
is,
enough
man.
about me.
Enough about me.
Stop. David James, tell me a little bit about yourself. Are you an actor? Are you the filmmaker? Are you the
So
director? You do it all. What do you do? What,
I
why
do
are
it
you here?
all.
What-
so-
A lot of hats.
yeah, too many hats, and not enough coffee. So for the two shows that we're plugging, I guess.
Well,
I
yeah,
could say.
yeah.
So one of them is a web series called Fixing a Hole. I was the co-creator on that. and I directed some episodes.
Fixing a Hole?
Yes. And I acted in it and was the editor for post-production. So doing a lot of stuff on that. Then for Wildfire, our other show, going on Amazon, I was the co-creator of that show. Got to direct some episodes, wrote some episodes. I was the director of photography for other directors on a couple episodes. And I got to act in one episode.
Cool. What got you started into that? What made you want to pursue all that, all those hats?
Wearing all the that kind of came out of necessity, like going to film school, and everyone's like, "I want to direct," and it's like, okay, well, what else we got going on here? Oh, gotcha. I'm not talking too loud.
Not doing his job.
Jeez, he's on the whiteboard.
Yeah.
Just right, David
'cause that's
James
more
was
important
here.
than my show.
No, yeah, I mean, wearing a lot of hats was out of necessity, and then it was.
That's
I liked
a lot of
some of them more than others, and
I think a lot of filmmakers.
When you're
have to
small,
do
you don't
that,
have a lot of
yeah.
resources, and you're like, okay, I got to learn how to do this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's how. Like, I had never started writing, and then he was like, "Hey, write something." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Just do it."
Get a little
I was
closer
like,
to
"Okay,
that.
okay."
We're
Still a little bit?
losing you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
we'll dive
just
in.
getting started. They can't lose us now.
Yeah,
Come on,
we
buddy.
can't.
Too early.
Yeah, we lose. We typically lose people about 10 to 15 minutes in, so we're getting there. We're getting
Sick.
We're
Okay.
close.
there. Yeah,
We got about. We have a
not
few
sure
minutes
how
left.
we lose them. We either
Three
they
more
lose
minutes.
interest or they just disappear.
Webster's
there's
Dictionary
another
defines
basement.
There's
filmmaking.
somebody's ashes up there on that shelf. By
I
the
think
way.
I smell it.
Yeah, on the chili.
That's hot.
Yes. I actually had a guest come in one time, and I wasn't paying attention to what he was doing. He had them open, had ashes on his shirt. It's like, what is this? I was like, that is remains.
So, dude, that's from last week.
I see it's got a salt shaker top to it.
Yes, yeah. Well, in
Little
case you want to
garnish.
season your food with a
Yeah,
little,
I dig it.
because sometimes your pigeon wings need a little bit
Oh, yeah.
extra flavor.
General
Yeah.
Manager,
Yeah, we'll have that
1979,
on the food truck.
1981.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. That's what happens to our former general managers. You know.
Dust my tacos.
Yeah, true. Yep.
They
Been-
haunt the
been good knowing you,
studio.
Adam.
That's what they do.
What's that? Yeah,
They haunt
call
the
you- yeah.
studio.
Yeah, you don't get your walking papers. That's more like kindling. And,
You got to sick your inner demons on them
Yeah.
to get them in line.
so, Patrick, what do? You said you were writing a little bit now for the
Yeah,
the
dude.
episodes
So
as well?
I moved here about 2.5 years ago. The first person I auditioned for was him with a little cell phone,
Him.
and we did a short, and then
It was beautiful.
and it was a lot of fun, and we learned a lot. And he was like, "Okay, let's keep working together." So I got a mid-sized role in Fixing a Hole, which is about the cocaine underworld. Basically, it's a eight episode miniseries about the cocaine underworld, and
Nice.
we dive in and we hit some roadblocks with the black market.
Really?
And it's really that'll be dropping here in a few days, actually on the 5th, and there's a Facebook page for that as well. And then Wildfire, they were like, "Listen, you're focused. I think you should start writing. I think you should star in an episode, and come on as a co-producer. Help us find background, help us, give us some advice on our scripts. We'll give you advice on yours." And I really just got this opportunity to dive into a group of filmmakers and like-minded individuals, that were behind me 100% and were like, "Hey, make all the mistakes. We'll do it together. We'll make each other better.
Good deal.
Learn how to not take things personally."
Right.
Is the biggest thing, I think.
Yeah, that's a hard thing for a lot of people. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, that's with your art, the things you put out there, you don't. Yeah, it's hard to take even constructive criticism sometimes.
Yeah, it is hard to take all of it because you hear it, a little part of your brain goes, "I want to be right."
Yeah.
It's like, no,
Right.
just listen.
Yeah.
Let this one go.
Yeah, and that's what was nice about working with the team that we had, because it was kind of like you got enough people in the same room that were like-minded but had different points of view creatively,
Right.
and but there was enough people where you could kind of go, okay, we're all talented enough, we know what works, tell us what doesn't work. I'm not going to get hurt about it. Let's just make everything better and We got really lucky. with
And we
those
were,
shows,
yeah,
I
we
think,
were
yeah.
successful usually. Yeah, we're all, yeah, it's human beings.
90-10.
Yeah, 90-10.
Well,
But
that's pretty good.
I think that's how
pretty
we
good.
how we have gotten as far as we have and made something as good as it is because we figured out how to do that in
Right.
a room full of people, and the other producers and writers are just amazing, and I'm thankful, man.
That's what makes
Blessing.
filmmaking and that kind of thing a little difficult. Is you do have so many people that all have their own vision of what, and that's sometimes tough to do
Yeah,
to deal with because
Like
it's
too
all
one of
many
the
newts.
biggest.
Too many newts in the pot.
right. Too many newts in the pot, or too much pot
In your
your-
newts.
newts.
Yeah,
You don't
that's
want a bunch of stone newts running around.
No,
because they get the
it's-
munchies, they'll eat you out of house.
Exactly. It's a lot like having a pigeon.
Right.
Having a pigeon,
You never had pigeon?
I have not had one.
Okay, well, because we're looking into opening up a restaurant called Buffalo Pigeon Wings.
yes.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
I
they're
am
free
there.
range pigeons.
Right.
All
Well, they're
natural.
carrier
Oh,
pigeons
man.
too, so we don't have to pay a delivery driver. You call up
Well,
and we'll have your wings flown.
What
to
we're
you.
going to do is we're going to indoctrinate the pigeons into a religion we're creating so that
Right.
when their brethren fall to the wayside, we put them in a coffin, specifically, that just happens to be white styrofoam, and we tell them to deliver them to their final resting place,
Right.
a.k.a. the customer.
Right.
Yeah, circle of life.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah,
So that-
and there's going to be like neighborhood flavors and things like that, like,
Yeah.
you know, this is a German village pigeon. this
Right,
is
because
a
whatever they
Oregon
breathed
district
and ate in
pigeon.
that area, that's what there's going to be a hint of that.
pigeons
Yeah.
are cloned by the government, man.
There hasn't been a
There's
real
no
pigeon
way.
since
We will
'69,
not
man.
We will not use government pigeons.
We will not.
We
use
will
them.
not
That-
use-
that is- that is a guarantee from Buffalo Pigeon Wings. No
Exactly.
government pigeons at all.
All natural.
Shut
all
up
natural
and take
city
my
pigeon.
money.
Looks like we have a couple of investors.
I think we have a couple more.
I'm
I have
some
so
thoughts.
good. I'm so good. There are people that believe in us and believe in our product and believe in pigeon wings.
And as soon as weed is legal, we're going to get Carmelo from the Sicilian article.
Oh yeah,
To
yeah,
come out
yeah.
here
What-
and
what
do
was-
some
What was his
infusions.
name again?
It was something you said a lot of sounds that sounded Italian.
I
Chiaramonte.
only know
Chiaramonte?
one Carmelo.
It is Carmelo.
And he
Carmelo,
bought
Carmelo, I
balls.
remember.
That's the only one I know. He's tall and he's very good at basketball.
It's going to be
Is he a
Carmelo's.
Sicilian chef?
Yeah, I think in the off season,
Yeah,
Carmelo
yeah,
Anthony, he does
yeah.
a little.
Yeah.
He's, he whips it up.
That-
You know,
sometimes you got to whip it up.
yeah,
And well, that way we can have we can have buffalo pigeon wings infused with marijuana.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Exactly. It'd be Carmelo's secret sauce.
Yes. Yes. It gives you wings.
Sicilian sauce.
I think that's already taken, but we might have to. There might be a little bit of copyright.
We'll have to
battle
look
for
through the
that- for that
cinnamon,
slogan.
the synonym. We'll look through the thesaurus to find
Cinnamon?
some things. I was going to say, I do
don't
that a
know
lot
about
where I'm looking for a
cinnamon
name for
flavored pigeon.
something, and I look through the thesaurus where I'm like, no, not clever enough.
Oh,
No, that's
absolutely.
trademarked.
Oh yeah, writer's best friend, as
Yes.
well
No,
as
those are useful.
chef's
Yes.
best friend.
Oh, yeah.
You know, gotta.
The chef's best friend is the thesaurus.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Everybody
yeah, you
knows
gotta-
that.
Well, especially if you're opening a restaurant, you want a slogan that's already taken. You have to find a creative way around it.
Yes.
Right.
Well, as a witch, like we were talking about earlier, sometimes it's hard to find those classic ingredients. So, you turn to a thesaurus. I mean, witching is a lot like cooking.
yeah.
But we
Yeah.
all agree on that,
Well,
right?
yeah, the recipe.
Small
yeah.
children are
Yeah.
going in pots and you boil them.
Yeah,
Exactly.
cooking.
It's very cooking.
Some are animals and some are humans.
I mean, humans
Same
are just
thing.
animals. I mean, really, it's the same thing.
It's-
And but it's sometimes you don't have a creature might no longer exist on this earth. It's really hard.
You gotta
Global
find- you
warming
gotta
and
find a
climate change.
substitute, yeah.
You have to find a substitute. So you turn to the source, and you're like,
Absolutely.
what is a synonym for an auroch?
I feel like you could have talked your
For
way out of
instance.
the Salem witch trials in 1892.
How do you
Just
think?
say me
You-
like,
yeah.
listen,
Probably did.
Why-
Yeah,
this
why
is
do you
for
think
the
I'm
children.
here?
That's exactly.
Don't worry
So I
about
had a
it.
thesaurus. That's really the key. I had an early
Like,
thesaurus.
listen, guys.
Do
One
not
of
let
Samuel
the youthful
Johnson's
smile fool you.
originals in the-
Exactly.
in the Samuel Johnson
I was
dictionary
pen
thesaurus.
I was
That's
pen pals with him, and he sent it to me across the sea, and I was like, "This is brilliant! You're gonna make so much money, bro!" And
Yeah.
yeah, and it
You're
helped me
making it
out of
rain.
many of sticky
You
situations.
don't need to burn me at this stage. You really want to.
No, it's funny though. Like I actually, a thesaurus is like is a musician's best friend too.
Yes.
Like when I was coming up with band names when I had a band in high school, and we popped out the thesaurus and we landed on butt vomit as our
Ooh,
band name.
perfect.
You couldn't have got
Perfect.
that without a thesaurus.
No.
That is true.
No.
Well, you can. You can get that from KFC, actually.
True.
Or Taco Bell.
Bell.
Well, I'm just telling you what works for me.
You know what? That's going to set you apart from BW3s with buffalo pigeon wings.
Right.
Yes.
Like a guaranteed no butt vomit.
Yeah. Yeah. Butt vomit agrees.
promise.
No butt vomit from our wings.
By the way, probably like
Almost
60% of the point of this show is to come up with band names and episode titles.
Oh, brilliant.
And I think guaranteed
Yes.
no butt vomit is definitely a front runner
That's a
for the episode
season 2
title.
opener.
I was about to say that. They needed this show in high school is what he needed.
Right.
Because you would have just been swimming in too many choices.
Oh, yeah.
Too many
I think
edgy,
I might still have a list.
funny choices.
Oh, we had a bunch last week. And we actually, there was... Darren Cox was on the week before, and he was really disappointed because he's actually trying to come up with a band name, and we had none.
It's
on his
not
show.
easy. One of the hardest
Yeah.
things we've run into with the show are naming episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
This
think
show?
one of our producers, Victoria McDevitt, we were just talking about this earlier. She's pretty definitively the best at it with naming her episodes. We all said that you're like,
You'll have to go to my Podbean feed where all of my posts go up originally, and there's like 280 some episodes right now of this show.
so you got practice.
all unique titles.
Really,
Oh yeah, never a repeat.
it's a skill just like anything else.
Found my
Because
list.
just for the first episode today, I have 4 titles, 4
Oh, wow.
possible competing titles. Well, this one I'm not going to use because she's. I'll cross that. Okay, 3 competing
Could
titles.
we, I mean-
Empty Beardless Husk,
Oh, yeah.
Michaela's Cookies, and Jack My Heart Rate Up to Jesus. So far for this show, for this segment, we have 2: guaranteed no butt vomit and
Oh,
mid-sized roll and fixing a hole.
Oh,
Oh, we got to
so-
call you up to help us with titles because we're not great at it.
What was is this your list for
Oh.
high school bands? Or?
oh, yeah. This
What
is
I will do?
I've kept this
You
list
have
going.
your list. That
yeah.
is awesome.
You know.
What I can do is I can go back through because I always jot my titles down on here, the possible front runners and the possible winners. And what I'll do is I'll cross off the ones I've used, and I will compile a master list to send to you guys so you can name your episode titles. Some of them might not be,
Butt vomit
viewer
may
friendly.
not.
right.
fit our aesthetic for
It
this
doesn't, yeah,
show.
it doesn't always. But who knows? Who knows? You may be in a show in the near future, and butt vomit is perfect for you.
I think it could.
And talk to your
we'll-
doctor if butt vomit is perfect for you.
We will find a place for your butt vomit.
Yeah, I appreciate
You'll
it.
find a good home.
Good home.
Yep, ask your doctor.
Leave
if
your
butt
butt and go
vomit is
somewhere
right.
safe.
That would make that scene in Wayne's World a lot different. Like, if you're gonna butt vomit into this.
So what's these hot?
You wanna
Hot band names.
You want me to break you off a piece with these?
Yes.
Yeah,
Band
break us
names?
off a piece
Yes.
of hot
All right.
band name.
Let's see here. We got good strong ficuses. Why not?
Oh my god.
We
Is
got
ficus is plural for ficus, or would it be fici?
would it be fici?
I don't know.
I
my
trust
God.
you.
I, I
Will you hook us up with some googling there, bud? Any little Google. Let's see. We got
don't ask him to do that. Last time he did that, he found an app called Bull Family Simulator, and I was in tears laughing at. That was last week.
That'll
which
make your
was
butt
so,
vomit.
Oh yeah, that was a beautiful moment in radio history right there, because I read the description, and it was like in the really weird broken English about make bull family, have little calf. And it was, I read through like half the description, and I had to stop because I couldn't breathe.
that is brilliant.
Yeah, it was the artificial, the
Much better
bull,
name.
artificial bull
That's
and
hotter.
simulator.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Way hotter.
Yeah.
Anyway, band.
Oh, would you like to hear some more?
Yeah,
Okay,
let's
we can. Hey,
continue.
look. Let's
We
commit.
can go all night.
Let's commit. All right, I got.
The show's no longer about you. It's just about
No,
your band.
I don't even.
Monster
Yeah,
comedy.
that what we
I'm
came
all
for?
about
We've-
committing
we've
to
name
bits.
dropped.
Wildfire can get us on the show. Then we go into
yeah. This
Exactly. Well, that's. We talk a little bit about our guests. We talk about promote their shows or whatever they're in. Then the rest of it is just silliness for however long we can handle it.
I know you got a lot of comedians on here, right?
Oh yeah,
That's awesome. You had Ryan Niemiller from.
I actually interviewed him. I drove over to Indianapolis to his apartment, and interviewed him there with Charlie.
That's awesome.
Hester. Now,
Oh,
that was
man.
that was a lot of fun.
He pulled a Hunter S. Thompson on you, made you go to him, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Well, I like it.
You ever seen that Conan interview with him?
I
With
don't
Hunter S.
believe I have,
Thompson?
no.
He like Conan was like, so I've been trying to interview Hunter S. Thompson for years, and he told me basically, if you come to my place, drink hard liquor with me and shoot guns, I'll let you interview me.
There you
And
go.
so it's not even in the studio. He had to go to him.
Oh, I'd be up for that. I'd be
Yeah.
up for that in a heartbeat. Yeah,
Get your heart out, Walter Cronkite.
Like,
Yeah.
then you can speak to me.
yeah. My heart rate up to Jesus, firing all those guns. Yeah. There's a porno billboard.
Mm.
It was actually played. It was one of the electronic billboards that played porn for 20 minutes on I-75 in Michigan.
Wow. I have not
I believe
seen
it
one
was,
of those. I don't think.
yeah. I don't think it was supposed to do that.
Yeah.
You know, caused several accidents in and out of Prague.
You know, say what you will, Michigan is progressive. You
Yeah,
gotta
They're
never
all
knew it.
about
Never
freeing
knew it.
that nipple.
Yeah.
It was lesbian porn also, and that
Right,
was I didn't get a
exactly,
chance
which is
today. I
very
thought that, which I was
progressive.
like, they're just trying to get it out there, freeing
Right,
the nipple.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why, because they couldn't play that billboard in Indiana.
Oh, no.
No, not the land of Pence.
Yeah. Well, they won't even bake them a cake over there.
No,
But nope, they'll put you on a full-size billboard in Michigan. I'm moving, folks. I'm moving to
it's
Michigan.
like Michigan's just trying to like. That's one of their ways of getting one over on Indiana. They're like, it's like they're like the cool brother who's being like, nerd, Indiana.
Indiana.
Yeah,
Where
We
the
have
fuck
legal
is
weed
this, huh?
and porn.
It should have been
Check
like
it
right
out.
on the border. It should have been like right on the border facing.
Yes,
Indiana.
exactly.
Yeah.
Being like, hey, if any of you want to come up here, if any of you
Look
want
what
to
we got.
check it out, Indiana.
They're like your little brother's little brother. They're just getting shit on all the time. It's that poor state.
25.
Ooh, copy that.
Jeez.
Wow.
Jeez, bud. That's a party foul.
Yeah, real
Gotta
party
do a
foul,
shot.
bro.
That's all right.
That's actually, he brought his own water bottle on top of the very nice
Wow.
Aquafina. I like that you
I
brought
did,
out
yeah.
the Aquafina for us. I hope you're only giving like Ice Mountain to the other guests.
Oh yeah. Just that they get
special
Kroger brand
occasion.
actually.
You know, that warms my heart.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
the
when you get
comedians,
water.
the comedians
Yeah.
get Kroger brand water. Actors,
Filmmakers.
actors
Yeah, he-
and filmmakers, they get the name.
He
brand.
actually told me, he was like, you good to like co-host today? And he's like, by the way, we're going to have actors. And that's I knew was code for the good water.
Right. Exactly.
Bring the
exactly.
good,
You were like,
that
sign
good
me up.
wah-wah.
Yeah.
Don't even need
how
to
do
bring
the
flavor.
comedians do with the cursing?
when Adrian's in here co-host as guest co-host, when comedians are in, she has to drink the crappy water too.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I feel bad, but
Yeah.
but not that bad.
In solidarity, I'll like take a sip and be like,
Right. And then as soon as they're not looking, you kind of just
yeah.
Kind of mama bird it back,
Yeah.
back into the
I'm
bottle.
I'm going full hustlers. Have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
I'm just like,
In case you haven't noticed, we go off on tangents every now and then on this show. We don't like we're not very focused.
That's
If-
that's
Because there
pretty
was something
podcast.
about band names I heard.
Right.
a while ago.
That's,
Well, no, like-
that's why people listen to podcasts, I think.
Yeah,
So
just
the
the
tangents
random-
just as
yeah.
much.
I mean,
as-
this started this latest tangent by saying, no, we're going to commit to finishing your band.
Yeah,
name."
you,
Right.
you were like, hang on,
And we
I know you have a
did no
show, but
such
listen.
thing.
We've
I was trying to be a
uh,
good guest co-host and be like, oh, the thing you've been sitting there waiting to do.
we subscribe to the religion of tangentialism. We're fans.
Is that what we're going to call the pigeon religion, you think? You think it's a
Pigeon
good name?
religion.
Pigeon religion.
Has that already been coined?
Yeah.
Did you just coin that?
Pigeon religion?
Yeah. Okay, nice.
Market 8, dude.
Yep, it's down there.
Yeah.
I almost put a Q instead of a G, which would have been the Pickwan religion, which is
Pickwan.
an entirely different thing.
I mean, the
you don't want
Pickwan-
any part of that.
Oh, God,
I have
what is the-
land up in Pickwan. You
What
don't
is the Pickwan religion?
Educate us.
It's basically you worship Trump.
Oh,
That is
I'm
scary.
kidding. Pick was not
That is
bad.
scary.
No,
Hard no.
hard no.
Oh man.
We do have my brothers and I have some land along the Miami River up north of Piqua, and we get some strange people in boats coming down the river every now and then.
Oh, really?
And it is it can be frightening and hilarious at the same time.
Is
One time, this couple came boating down, clearly drunk as can be, and basically this the woman started to disrobe, and this guy was having none of it. I don't know if they were a couple or if they were just friends, but she started to take her shirt off, and he just went as drunk as could be. Went, I ain't into all that.
Cage the nip.
And that is the Pickwan religion. So we'll stick with the pigeon religion.
That's
pigeon religion.
How big is the river there?
It's a pretty wide river. It's
pretty
yeah,
wide.
right there,
I was trying to picture what kind of boats we're talking about.
River, what's that?
I'm trying. What kind of boats we're talking about?
That's a John boat, a little flat bottom John boat.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Because I was like, man, I didn't know there was such a
flat bottom girls make the rockin' river go round.
It was not a shrimp boat.
Yeah. It wasn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is this good shrimping country? Of the Miami River.
Yep. Shrimp are biting.
Are you gonna bring some shrimp down?
Yeah.
Shrimp
You're gonna bring some
sandwich,
crawfish?
Shrimp
Right.
kebab.
Which is
They probably do
delicious,
have a
by
bunch
the
of
way.
crawfish.
Oh yeah,
actually.
absolutely.
Yeah, you could probably just
we've gone
scoop them off the
seining.
bottom.
We've gone seining, and we've gone insane.
Have you made them? Have you
Yes.
caught them and then you
Oh, yeah.
made them up?
Well, I just eat the tails.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, that's the only thing I've
'Cause-
killed, I've caught and eaten myself is our crawfish.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
It's great.
Crawdads. Those are evil shrimp. That's
They're Pickwa River shrimp. is what we call another staple in the Pickwa.
Look,
religion.
anything tastes good with melted butter.
That's true.
I live by that.
heard that.
Haven't died yet in 500 years.
Yeah, so you know a thing or two about melted butter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what that means. Oh, it's
It's enticing. I'm sweating.
we're going to have to take a break and play some music, and we'll be back here shortly. We're going to play a little Potter's Field. I feel like I haven't played Potter's Field for a bit. In at least a week. This is a song off of one of their albums called Devour the Crow. Hit it.
Control. look them straight in the eye, and I want to tell them what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is. Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
Live.
Yeah, we're live. Got that story out just in time. Because there's some stuff I don't want going out over the air.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry,
Hey,
my
welcome
phone
back.
was recording.
Welcome back to the live. Nobody had their Facebook Live up going.
Did
on
not,
their phones.
did not.
Okay, because I've
We-
gotten
we respect
all
the
kinds of trouble.
sanctity.
I've gotten in trouble with that because Scotty Mays, when he comes on as guest co-host or when he comes on as a guest, he always goes Facebook Live.
Yeah.
And he keeps it up during the break.
Scotty.
And it's there have been several times I've had to call him later that night and say, dude, I really need to take that feed off. I need you to take that video offline now. Anyway, we're back on the live radio show. I'm your host, Don Smith, sitting with my guest co-host, the lovely Adrian Miller.
Hello,
The witch.
undead and loving it.
Yes. Adrian.
Yo,
Miller,
Adrian.
Dead and loving it. My guests are Patrick Taft and David James.
Hello.
Still hanging out. We have not run them off yet.
Not yet, bud.
We're not ashes yet.
Not Ashes. Yeah, that's
And
reserved
then
for
you'll be
general
a
man.
permanent resident of their collection.
Yes.
You guys are saying a lot of hot things on the show.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
only takes so many.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Can I
It
get
does
some
get it
ice
gets
in
a
this
little
coffee?
toasty in here too because it's right
Toasty.
state and they turn the HVAC off at like noon. Cheap.
Going
It's a cool
green.
place though. I've never been to campus here, never seen it. I think it's cool. I really thought it was
Beautiful
cool.
college.
All those kids making whatever they're making out in the
Oh, I wouldn't.
The cardboard.
Looks like they were amp guard, like making like amp guard material.
on college campuses. People should be doing kind of bizarre things in public sometimes.
That's true. That's true.
That should happen on every college campus.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'm glad it does.
Quad gods.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
It should be like
I always love the ones
preschool.
that
They
walk
should all
ar-
be doing their arts and crafts
Right.
and
Yes.
finger paints, and you'd be like, "What
Yeah,
is that?"
Sometimes if you come at lunchtime and you go up in the quad over there between the main four buildings over by Millette and all that, you'll run into the quad gods, which are the religious religious folks that every now and then you'll see them with the fetus nailed to a board, and it's like, oh, that's
Yes.
lovely.
Sometimes.
That's what Jesus meant. Now I got it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel I was envisioning someone that works out a lot, spends a lot of time on there.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
quad
yeah.
Oh man,
The
that is
quad
brilliant.
gods, the
They're just
lat
doing
god.
squats and
They're just huge. Cannot buy jeans anywhere.
Yeah,
lifts.
exactly.
Protein.
Yeah, have to go to wearing kilts at that point. There's no way.
That's what we need to
Rugby
do.
player thighs.
They're
That's
just
what we need
wearing,
to do
like,
for Wildfire.
Speedos because they got to show off the quad.
Right.
Yeah.
We need when we do season 2 of Wildfire, we need like a
You need a quad god.
Better
Yes,
thighs.
vodka.
I agree.
So you need fatter thighs.
Yeah.
Are you gonna,
just
you're gonna
keep
have your
hit the
Christian
gym.
Bale like transformation?
yeah. Patrick's gonna
Hit
he's
the
gonna
gym,
gain
do your
100
squat,
pounds.
Watch the butt.
I think
bomb.
the more impressive thing was for the machinist.
Yes.
You ever heard him talk about like I ate a bowl of rice once a day and then every now and then an apple.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
it's,
months.
It's
And
like
cigarettes.
Yeah. And you're like, dude,
I'd
and that
like to-
movie's brilliant.
but when
That
you
is
see it
brilliant.
though, it's like, yep.
Can I do a plug for American Spirit cigarettes? Those are good for weight loss.
Oh yeah.
Great. That's
Those are outrageously expensive.
they are.
They're like
you know?
$8 a pack, man.
And it's like
He's very pretentious.
You know, they're owned. They're not even. I don't know what the deal is, but R.J. Reynolds owns them.
He's,
Right.
The logo
he's
is a little
pretentious 'cause he's
confusing.
a
Are we?
director / editor /
Right. Should I be chewing on the rim of my
Like
glass?
working for Big Tobacco.
I
Yes, you
have
see.
to do it all. It's just
So you-
nobody
so-
can do it
so
as well as me.
you're also part of one of your hats is to be a spokesman for Big Tobacco.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's
I mean,
perfect.
someone's got to do it.
Well, yeah,
You gotta
somebody's
pay for
gotta
these
have their
films
back.
somehow.
A new Marlboro man.
That's right, pilgrims.
Yeah.
We guarantee smoking in every single
Yes, we
scene.
guarantee.
You know what? Honestly, like
If
in
it's just
Wildfire,
babies and
we
children, smoking will still
No,
happen.
there's a lot of smoking.
there's a lot of smoking in Wildfire.
Facebook wouldn't let us run an ad because there was some
Really?
smoking in
Yeah.
the trailer, like a
That is
Really?
smoking on the
Wow.
trailer. Yeah.
I didn't
Actually-
realize Facebook was in on that too.
Yeah.
Well, you get, I mean, if you get, we got, not to brag, but we got, what is it, like-
Pretentious alert.
yeah, pretense.
Yeah, I mean, it's been
Shut
out for
my
about a
mic
week.
off.
and it's got about 15,000 hits, which is we're
Wow.
we're pretty happy that
Yeah.
it's getting some traction locally. It's getting out of the state a little bit, out of in other cities and stuff like that. We're just trying to. It's very much a grassroots thing. We very much depend on the people that
Right.
we're just passionate.
Now, is this a feature length?
So it's actually it's a 10 episodes,
Oh, okay, that's
22
right.
minutes a pop. It's an anthology show, and it's about this fictional town called Wildfire, and every episode focuses on a new group of people in the town. And there's one recurring character who we just kind of call the Guitar Man, and he's been cursed with keeping checks and balances over the town. So,
Is it kind of like a Twin Peaks vibe? Or like
Oh,
we just
I
got
love
a Facebook
you.
comment. The
Make her
Twin
a
Peaks of the
permanent
Midwest.
co-host.
Yeah, someone just said that on someone shared it somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're excited, man. We're excited to get the chance to get it in front of some eyes through Amazon Prime. It's dropping on the 1st, and just
Cool.
hopefully get some funds together for a season 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why does that computer do that every time my show's on, Patrick?
What else are you doing with that computer, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't see.
That's he's hacking into
I
billboards.
was going to say,
in
hacking
Michigan.
into billboards.
He's like
He's
Sam
trying to help
Jackson in Jurassic
promote
Park.
your show. He's going to hack
Hold
into
on
some
to your
billboards.
butts. What a great line.
That would
Facebook
be-
won't let our smoking ad on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is so.
I know some
Crack.
billboards
Yeah.
in Michigan.
Yeah,
They let me
Facebook
run one
won't
where
let
they
you
fish
smoke
hook
on there,
somebody.
but Michigan plays porn on their billboards.
I mean, yeah, it's just an open season.
Yeah, there needs to be like some blanket laws, just national laws.
Like Detroit needs
to-
some money
yeah.
somehow, so
Right,
whatever
right.
you want on your billboards, whatever you want. You want to put like your YouTube video on there? Go ahead, just put your YouTube
Yeah.
That's what we need. We need to run one of our shows just on a Michigan billboard.
just on a
Yeah, there you go.
morning commute.
yeah.
Of course, you probably can't afford morning commute. That's like probably the most
Well,
expensive. So it'd probably be like
with most
2
billboards,
a.m.
you
on a
pay a
weekday.
flat monthly rate.
just someone driving home half asleep, half drunk, half high.
I'm
Tune
not
in.
sure how the electronic billboards work, but most of them you pay a flat monthly rate,
Yeah, I
and
know.
for the certain size that you want, and they'll actually every couple of weeks they'll move it to a new location.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I know
You
that
get
billboards
all over
outside
the place.
Ebbing,
I know the
yeah.
location matters like a lot
yeah,
though,
right.
based on the traffic patterns. But I would assume I can't imagine why they would leave money on the table if they could do it dynamically though,
Right.
because they could really put someone over a barrel if they were like, I want every person in Detroit to see this, and they're like, well,
To see this
5-6 o'clock is going to cost you a pretty penny.
right?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What I'd really love to see is if there really is like a Michigan Indiana feud, then like
There should
I-
be.
The-
There's a
the- like
Michigan
the-
Ohio feud.
Oh,
of
yeah.
course,
I would just
but
want
I think
the Michigan billboard to say, "Hey Indiana, your best city is a fictional one called Pawnee, Indiana."
yeah,
I would love a
Welcome
tourism.
to hell.
I would love a tourism campaign like that, where it's just like, and because Michigan is like, is it the lakes, or is
Yeah.
that Wisconsin?
It's
It's I think
They're
that's
both
I
kind
mean,
of the
you know,
same.
Minnesota, something like Land of
I'm
Thousand
sorry,
Lakes,
Michigan.
something like
You're
that.
both kind of the same.
Wisconsin's
Wisconsin.
about that cheese life.
That's
Yeah.
true. Wisconsin has cheese, which,
That's
in
true,
my
that's
opinion,
true.
gives them a little bit of an edge.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Michigan
I'm just
has
gonna-
like Detroit and
you know.
burnt tires. I think is their main
But they
main
could-
exports.
I would love if their tourism was just roasting a neighbor state.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like
Well, it's
yeah.
Michigan too. Yeah,
Like just taking a nearby, like, are you going to vacation within driving distance somewhere in the Midwest, and then just pick a state like Indiana and just roast them. That would be like, oh,
I think that
heard
would be
Indiana
great.
has this. Well, we got all this.
right. Kind of
What
like
do you
a
have to say
political,
about that,
kind of like a
Indiana?
dirty political ad.
Yeah.
Just
Exactly.
mudslinging at other
Yes.
states, just
and then
throwing
Indiana
shade
would
on
have
all.
to throw their hat in, and they would have to, it would create like this
Right.
beautiful,
Yeah.
Indiana's
Indiana's
like a Twitter feud.
Indiana's like Detroit sucks, and Michigan's like Michael Jackson's from there.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Michigan's like, yeah, you ever been to Gary?
I will say,
God, we have
Shout out
to get
to
this
Freddie
feud
Gibbs.
started. It has to
Gary
start
Indiana.
right here
With
on
this.
the
With this show.
Indiana Michigan feud.
I wish I could remember where the
Make it
first
happen.
Portillo's is. On my way, I'm from the Chicago area originally, so the first stop that we can stop in Indiana, because it's in Indiana, because it's technically part of Chicago, but it's near Gary. I think it's like that's like the first Chicago hot dog we can have. It's like we're coming home, baby, but we get off at like a random exit, like as soon as we can. Like that's just we're just driving through Indiana because we hate Indiana so much. We're just driving, and there's nothing, and it's no civilization, and then it's like you're just like in our minds are just fixed on the Chicago hot dog. And then it's like, but it's like kind of Garyish area
Gary-ish.
suburbs.
If you
That's a good
go,
one. You got some good. You've coined some
Kinda
good
Gary-ish.
stuff.
if you ever stop in Gary, go get some Harold's chicken. It's bomb.
Harold's
AF.
Chicken.
Can I say AF?
Yeah.
Sick.
Okay.
Breaking the rules.
See, I
I'll
try
check
to
it out.
avoid anything from Indiana named Gary. I've
Anything.
anything, anything, person, place. That's
What if it was a cute puppy dog?
Nope.
Like
Or
grandpa's
Gary's
name
little
is Gary.
puppy dog.
There's gotta be something wrong with it.
still-
What if
yeah.
you have a grandpa from Gary?
What's that?
What if you have a grandpa named
Yeah, my
Gary? And it
grandpa's
turns
named
out
Gary,
he was born in Indiana.
Well, luckily he's
Then
a Portsmouth.
Then there
guy.
will be a family. He will be,
Excommunicated.
He will be excommunicated from the family. He's out of the family.
I actually know somebody. There's someone I went to school with. When I moved to Ohio, I didn't understand any of these feuds or rivalries. It's a big deal apparently. But his mom went into labor in Indiana and was stuck there. And his grandfather was so upset that he might be born a Hoosier that he brought a bucket of dirt from the family farm to put under the table. So he'd be born over Ohio soil as a Buckeye. This is my introduction to Ohioans. I'm like, hello, Ohio State.
Yeah.
Well,
I
what are
respect
you
the
like?
brass ones
I'm like,
on that guy.
okay.
We're like
okay.
this.
Born on
Yeah,
our land.
exactly.
I would love to get a beer with that guy.
Yeah.
So you're from Chicago.
I'm from the Chicago area. I'm
Okay.
a suburbs. I'm more John Hughes.
Oh, so you know Abe Froman.
I do not.
Abe Froman, the sausage king of Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that guy.
Guys, come on.
Sausage King.
King.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh,
No?
okay.
No?
Yeah.
That's the name he uses to get into the restaurant.
Oh my
Come
God.
on,
Yeah,
guys. Oh my
Mr.
God.
Film Buff. We didn't
bring
get
your
it.
film stuff in. I'm a director.
Weren't good enough. We were keeping up till then.
editor.
made
We
the
blew it.
8.9.
We had
And
11
we
minutes
get
A
left.
film reference
And I suck.
from Mr. Movies.
So anyways, now about
No,
the
we're
films
fine.
of Russian filmmaker Andrei Tarkovsky.
Of course.
Oh God.
And you're back with Terry Gross on Fresh.
All right. Well, it's well past 20 minutes still, which is usually time for news stories. So I have some news stories to cover. This is the important news of the day. We have to cover all this. May get a little dicey, may get a little political. I don't know what's going to happen. Because basically when I write all these news stories down, when I copy them and paste them onto my paper from the internets, I do it as I'm getting blackout drunk. So I don't remember any of this stuff. I don't even know what's on here.
I'm about it.
I don't even remember if I put stuff on this page. It might be blank.
I
haven't
like
looked
your
at
style.
it since I started here. So
That's actually how Patrick and I write scripts.
That's what
you
we
just
do.
I'm
We
excited.
leave it
go,
blank. You get blackout.
We get
drunk.
hammered
That's
and
great.
Dive
That's great.
in,
That's the
see,
best
wake
way
up
to do it.
tomorrow, open the laptop.
Yep. And
It's
if,
like Mozart.
and if there's nothing written, you go with it. You improv for
well-
the whole movie. Just don't even know what it's about. We're going to start this.
Let's
We're
just
going to
talk.
finish it. We're done.
Record it.
We're going to mumblecore.
Yeah, we'll just talk. Somebody move around. Got to have some action. Punch me in the face. Just somebody punch me in the face. Get this thing started.
Isn't that how most mumblecore films start? They're just a bunch of young white guys that get drunk and then they just mumble no microphone. They're like, oh, perfect.
They're like,
Oh God, that was so
I like
brilliant.
fart jokes, but I have feelings. Sweet.
And my girlfriend broke up with me. She's such a bitch.
Oh my God.
Girlfriend such.
It's so hard.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I
no.
almost-
His girlfriend was a
Sorry.
female
Echoed you.
dog.
Sorry.
We're using it.
Jesus, Patrick.
She's saying a technical
Jesus,
term.
Patrick. We're going to have to cut my whole show down. Now.
Oh my God.
I did not say such a thing. False accusation.
Fake news.
Sorry, it's not me. It's the FCC.
The FCC won't
Well,
let me.
All right, let's,
let's
let's
hear
hit some
some
news
news,
stories.
bro.
Let's hit some news
Sorry,
stories
sorry,
before
sorry.
we have to cut the rest of my show out, Patrick.
Not my fault.
Oh, right.
Patrick is
His
such a-
name Patrick. I knew that was going to be an issue at some point. Okay.
You're freaking
Presidential
out, Scoop.
candidate. See, I told you we're going to get political right off the bat. Presidential candidate Senator Amy Klobuchar.
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce that?
I don't know.
It's
But
Slavic.
I know.
Klobuchar. It's that way. It sounds like a
Bowser's
I don't
cousin.
know, a Pokemon character or something. Sounds like a what?
Bowser's cousin.
Yeah. Recounted an odd story of events on the golf course Sunday, revealing she once accidentally killed a duck during a game.
Oh yes.
The Democrat was speaking during the 2020 presidential candidate forum sponsored by the United Food and Commercial Workers in Detroit. Hey, we're back to Detroit.
Again, hey, Detroit.
Right before they put
Detroit.
porn on the. I did one time try to play golf, but I misfired on the first try, and the ball hit a duck in the head, and it appeared to perish. She told the crowd whose uneasy laughter was audible. So I don't think it's a good idea for the bird population of America if I play golf. She added. So just glad it wasn't a pigeon.
Yeah.
we can clone another. It doesn't matter.
Wait,
Well,
you're giving away the secret.
The state where you get away with murdering waterfowl.
Yes, and that is.
But I wouldn't
foul.
want her on my zombie team.
That's foul play.
I wouldn't want her a zombie. Yes. But I wouldn't want her on my zombie team because she didn't check. She didn't check if it was dead. She's like,
That's
I
true.
presume it's dead.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's how
She
that duck
assumed
is
it
going to
just
come back and
perished.
kill
Yeah,
you.
Presumed to
exactly.
perish.
Yeah, never
duck
assume.
is gonna come
Never
back.
assume that your duck is dead from one golf ball to the head.
She's going to be like out watering.
If
her
it lives
grass
on a golf
one
course,
day.
it probably happens
right.
twice a week.
Yeah, it's probably got
And she's
lumps
gonna hear
all
a
over
whack.
it. From,
Quack. She's like, what?
yeah.
And then,
Got a good one today.
So, India. Oh wait, you got more news? Let's hear. Some.
Oh,
You got
absolutely.
more-
absolutely.
give me
No,
the news.
we can discuss
Tangents.
this. Yeah, we
If we want,
news stories can also promote tangents. I don't.
Hey, tangent.
Yeah,
Let's- I would say
tangible news stories.
Indiana's, slur billboard says, "Go to Michigan for the bird murder, legal weed, and
Bird
billboard
murder.
porn." And Michigan's billboard just says retweet.
Sorry, bird murder and billboard porn.
That might be an album name for butt vomit.
Wow.
We'll see.
Man,
You know.
we are artists.
Absolutely, that's
Really?
That's what we
very,
do.
very artistic.
Yes, absolutely.
This is genius at work.
Adrian,
I feel like
will you
they
be our
should
band
show
manager?
this in college courses.
Will you
Someday,
manage my
someday.
band? These chicks don't
Someday
even
I'm
know
going to
their
teach a
name.
class here at Wright State on bird murder and billboard porn. That's going to be the class 101.
That's
Mm-hmm.
so
Bill
metal.
murder and yeah. What's 1010 because yeah
Oh,
it's all
jeez.
fancy. Yeah.
Back in my day.
I was going to make a comment about the bird murder with the golf club. Is that, at least she killed the actual bird. She didn't shoot her. She didn't shoot anybody in the face while they were hunting.
Yes.
She didn't Dick Cheney.
Just
it.
about forgot about it.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't pull a Dick Cheney.
I recall that.
You need to edit that, Patrick. I said pull a dick.
might have to now.
Patrick is the youngest person I've met
we might
with
have
ulcers.
to cut that part out. A man accused of stalking his ex-girlfriend hid from the police in a popular corn maze in Northern California pumpkin patch on Saturday,
spot.
investigators said. Ryan Watt, 29, was arrested at the Petaluma Pumpkin Patch, an hour north of San Francisco at around 11 a.m. on Saturday, according to the Petaluma Police news release. Wyatt was accused of violating a restraining order by stalking his former girlfriend online. Online? You can get an online restraining order now? I didn't know that was a thing.
I want to know about that.
I feel like they
Yeah.
cover online and
And
now
after
anyway,
all-
regular ones do.
After all
Maybe
the
not.
drunken texting I did last night, I probably have an online restraining order against me.
Society.
Anyway, stalking his girlfriend online, in person, and by using a GPS tracking device secretly planted on her car.
Jeez.
Divorce. I don't know where my head is lately. Police said he'd been arrested multiple times earlier this month. Incidents include Wyatt allegedly showing up at his ex-girlfriend's home uninvited, attending her son's school athletic practices uninvited, hacking her social media accounts, and texting her to let her know he was monitoring her whereabouts, according to the police.
What?
Obsession is a scary thing.
A little bit.
Sometimes it's hot.
I actually had somebody trying to hack into my email and my
Oh man.
because
Did you say he hid in a pumpkin
he hid
patch
in a
cornfield?
corn maze that was in a pumpkin.
They have enough water to grow things in California?
Well, it's a corn maze, so it's all dead.
Oh, it's
anyway.
okay. There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Now I'm on your page now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's north of San Francisco.
north of
I don't
San
think they're
Francisco,
quite as
so-
bad up there as
No.
far as the drought, but the rest of the state is just
I
one,
just picturing
just
this guy.
one dry clump of dirt. That's really
We must have
welcome
our
to
vineyards.
California, dry clump of dirt.
I just picture this
LA.
guy trying to justify all it though, like play it off like go to his son's
just
practice.
in
He's
the-
like,
yeah.
I'm here to see his son. Like, I mean,
See
like
my
I'm here to,
son.
I just wanna know that you're safe. That's why I put a GPS tracker on
Right,
your
right.
car. You
It's a
know, just 'cause we're
dangerous
divorced
world.
doesn't
Guys
mean
are
I
weird.
don't care.
Want to
I
protect
like to
you.
watch
Yeah.
my son's game games from this bush.
Yeah.
I just like to.
Someday you might go off the road, and then you'll be grateful that
Right.
I see it.
Right. You could be up in like
I'll be the only one. You'll be up
one
in
of
those
those
mountains.
winding mountain roads
Exactly.
that go off, and
Specifically,
we'll
route
have to
whatever.
track you down after the snowstorm. You could be in somebody's house and they could have you hobbled because they love your writing.
Hobble.
Yes.
Oh, Misery?
Misery went
Heard
straight to Kathy Bates.
Kathy
Yeah,
Bates.
Yes.
She's the OG. Her and James
Oh, gee,
Caan.
that performance is.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
I just want to be on your social media. I just want to like the stuff for you. I just want to. I saw you were drunk and texting somebody. I hacked in so I could intervene.
Yeah, because you might not have known. You might not have known that something that you needed to like was over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what would have been wild is if they still shared a bank account and she just like sees a purchase for like a GPS tracker.
And it's like, wait a minute.
Yep. Some field glasses. That's an old. Yeah. That's binoculars. There you go. Not field glasses. That's wow.
Field glasses.
Yeah, I'm going old. I'm going old school.
It's like I'm just gonna nod, and pretend like I know what that means.
Field glasses.
He was smoking a pipe over by the reservoir.
You really are a Confederate soldier from
reservoir.
the Confederacy.
Yes, and we're back.
That's the
Gettysburg
best
to
full
back.
circle.
That was
Exactly.
excellent because it was the first
Well,
thing we talked
we
about.
have very little time left. I really want to cover this news story because it's Florida.
Bring it.
And I
Yes.
love Florida news.
Florida man. What did Florida
Exactly.
man do?
A Florida man was arrested Monday in a months-old attack during which he allegedly used a samurai sword to threaten and assault a jogger as they fought over a wheelbarrow the victim said he found in a pile of trash. Curtis Miller, 54, was taken into custody on attempted murder charges stemming from an altercation on July 15th, according to online records from the Broward County Sheriff's Office. Of course, it's Broward County.
Yeah.
A video released by officials shows Miller seemingly attacking a man named Todd Beavers with a sword in a residential Oakland Park neighborhood while trying to pull the cart away from him. When he pulled out the sword, I thought, what am I doing? I thought, is he really going to do this? Beavers told WSVN. I couldn't believe that he was really going to kill me for a cart. Beavers was jogging when he spotted what he thought was a pile of trash up for grabs at the same time that Miller spotted it. So he attacked. Sometimes in Florida, you just have to attack a beaver with a samurai sword.
Yeah, I mean,
Sometimes you just got to pull it out and whip that beaver into shape.
yeah.
His name was Gary. He deserves it.
Yeah. He's sitting there. He's watching Seven Samurai. He's taking bath salts the wrong way.
Yep.
Yep, I've had my eye on that wheelbarrow for months. Here's this jogger just come along. That's it. I'm thrashing your beaver with a samurai sword.
I'm picturing that as an ad in a woman's magazine.
Possibly on a Michigan billboard.
Exactly. I think that was the title of it.
Made in
Thrashing the
Michigan.
beaver. Yep.
That's right, ladies.
It was Enter the Beaver. Oh, wow.
Unlike Pence and
Enter the
Pennsville,
Dragon.
we like beaver here.
Brilliant. I love it.
Florida Beaver
We
Slasher.
like wood
That's-
and beaver.
Ooh, hey.
That sounds like a good horror movie right
hot.
there. The Florida Beaver Slasher.
All right. Do I have time
Porn horror.
Do I have time to drop you some more band names for your list?
Yeah, just hit me with some
Just
as we're closing
fire 'em
out. Yeah,
off?
just fire out some
Here we
band
go.
names.
We got Sexual Rations. We've got Melted Floss. Slightly Damp.
Just
Caramelized Nuts. Where's the Rectangle? Lop the Top. Squishy Gauntlet. Wet Beard for some reason.
why not? that
Bear-
goes along with the slightly moist,
Right.
slightly damp. Yeah.
This one's a shout out to an actor that I like. This one's called Barry and the Peppers because Barry Pepper's a great actor. We got one called, I don't know if I can say that one actually.
Probably can't.
We got Pocket Sauce, Medicine Buffet, Hella Bacon, Pop
Hella.
That Floppy, I'm Not Putin, Butt Fiasco, Strawberry Sausage,
Wow.
Strawberry sauce.
Man.
Soggy
Sounds
Cardboard,
delicious.
and Mushy Spicy.
All right, those are fantastic.
Those are some like high school.
Oh,
High
Yeah.
school
I
band
felt
names.
myself being sucked
Like,
back to
yeah, I was
wherever you
like-
guys had that meeting.
Flashbacks. This is gonna be a great guy. This is gonna be a great name for a band.
We were in Detroit.
All right, we are going to have to sign off, unfortunately. It's been great having you in there. David
Yeah.
James, Patrick Taft,
Such
thanks
a
so much,
pleasure.
man.
Thank you both.
Fantastic as always, Adrian as guest
you.
co-host. I'd make you permanent co-host, but I don't want to lose another friend.
Shout out.
Keep an eye out for Fixing a Hole and Wildfire.
Wildfire going on Amazon Prime November 1st.
Awesome,
Check it
awesome.
out, tell your friends.
Thanks for coming in. Patrick, take us home on your bicycle. Just kidding. All right, hit it. Thanks for listening to the Life Radio Show podcast. Check it out wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, if you want to listen live, we are on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM. You can also stream the show live at WWSU1069.org, and we go Facebook Live at the Life Radio Show's Facebook page. If you have suggestions or comments, feel free to email thelife1069@gmail.com.
Presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence
Strawberry sausage.